Hey up photo pips, and welcome back to the channel. And I just want to do a quick video about how I got started in vlogging and where I am from my first YouTube video that aired in August of 2015 to the equipment that I'm using today. So looking back on that original first upload to YouTube in August 2015 and thinking about the bare-boned equipment that I used, and I wanted to share my experiences of going out doing local photography. And the bare bones equipment I used basically was this setup. This is the original equipment. It's a GoPro Hero 4 Silver Edition on a selfie pole with a slit in the side so that the mic could pick my voice up. And that's basically it. And I used to like steady cam it like that. So yeah, and that was it. That was all I used. And I'll be really dead honest with you. Simpler equipment, simpler days, simpler videos. You just went out there and you did the photography that you wanted to do, and that's all you concentrated on, because the GoPro is a solid bit of kit. I'd just like lean it against a tree, lay it on the floor, it didn't matter. And I miss them days. So as somebody starting out, I would go with that every time. Now maybe the only thing I would say to upgrade is your sound, because that was the next stage for me. Bought a microphone that's just plugged into the side, and it was a lavalier microphone, so it was plugged in. I had it running along them there, and I think I actually attached it to the end of the selfie stick. And sometimes I had it attached to my lapel. Other times, as I got better and decided that there was a restriction by having it attached to myself, and that was the case every time I wanted to do some B-reel or put the GoPro down on the floor, it would give me a nice tug to the ground with it, and 9 times out of 10 it would come off and break. And this was the problem with that style of microphone, the fact that it was the cable inside was so cheap, so crap. So I've just had to change cameras just down to the fact that I prefer using the M6 for vlogging on, and I needed to use the Fuji X-T2 so I could show you how I use the M6 and what the setup's like. Now, the strange thing sometimes about the X-T2 is it just cuts off for no reason, and I just don't get that. It's really weird. So that's another reason why I've also swapped. It cut out while we was talking about the microphone. So I'm just going to grab this little fella. Now this is the Edutech. I've got it wrote down. ETM001. Now you can also buy the Edutech ETM008, which is a dead cat that sits on the top, but it was as much as the microphone itself. So keeping that in mind, I then decided to just get a pom-pom that was on a hat, take it off and make my own for nothing. So yeah, and it seems to work perfectly. So I'm just now going to show you the size of the microphone. The audio will go blank, so I'll just explain to you that the size, it's so small, the fact that each part of this setup is individual. So if the cord breaks, the microphone is still serviceable, where before, when I had the other system with the lavalier microphone, once that cable had broken, that was it. Kettle's just boiled. I'll be back. So what was I saying before I was rudely interrupted by the kettle boiling? Yeah, I'm just going to pull this apart now so that you will see the size of the Edutech ETM001. So the audio will go quiet. So inside my homemade dead cat is a very tiny Edge microphone, and you also get it's you know, the little foam things you put on the top. You also get one of those bundled with the microphone, but no dead cat. Like I say, that costs you as much as the microphone itself. So once I'd got the audio down, I was looking at stability. I looked at a few different gimbals, and at the time there was not a lot out there. The best one on the market that I felt was the Fayu-Tech G4S. Now this is a great bit of kit. I absolutely love it, and you get bags for your bucks because it takes 2 batteries, and they're rechargeable batteries. You get your charger, and you get 2 sets of batteries, 4 batteries. You get all sorts of little gubbins, and the thing I love about it is it's just absolutely fantastic. So if you want to be doing some panning, you'll just literally pan, and you see the way the camera just stays with you no matter how you turn it. So you're the vlogger, and you literally, you know, and that's staying. I absolutely love this. It's absolutely perfect. So I looked at all these different YouTube videos, I looked at reviews, and this one was coming out on top, and I thought, get it, do it. I think I paid around £200 for it. Yeah, gasp, £200, because you can get them so much cheaper now, so much better. Now, I'm not saying this is bad, because it isn't. It's brilliant. But you know what's bad about it? Keeping in mind, we got the audio sorted out by having the Edge. You can't put it in. Once this is in, it takes the ports. Now what it can do, it can charge your GoPro. You can use the power from it to power the GoPro if the batteries are no longer working, but I got 4 batteries, so that's not an issue for me. That was another thing we could go over, is the amount of batteries. Always buy extra batteries. So this is crazy. So then I'm like, well, what do I do now? Back to where I was, just using onboard audio. So I wanted this stability because I thought it was fantastic. The way you could glide around things and walk without any sort of movement, or even run without any jiggly movement. Crazy. So then what did I do? Researched it. Went for a off-camera little voice recorder. Now this Sony one's brilliant, stereo. You can put an internal mic in. You can use an external mic, or you can use the internal mics here. Also it plays back their speakers as well. You can use your headphones. It's got everything you need, and sound quality's pretty good. So then I went for this in my pocket, along with the Edge microphone on a small 3.5mm jack plug with a small, I think it was like a meter lead, which was raveled up, and I used to pop that in my pocket there like that with the mic coming out. You'll see it on plenty of the videos. You'll see, looks like I've got a hairy chest popping out with that on. So this is now, I feel, gone out of hand. It's gone from a basic GoPro on a selfie stick to a full production of audio and visual spectacular, which for vlogging, you're now forgetting about what you're vlogging about, and you're thinking about production and the way you're coming across. And you know what? It ain't all that. It's not the be all and end all. I think it's about getting your story out there. So that just about brings us to now. So this is one setup I use with a gorilla pod and a ball head system. Okay, you just attach that to the bottom of your camera. It's got just a normal tripod attachment. So that is like a backup system. But this is now the system I use. This is a small Manfrotto tripod, and I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. I should have done this a long time ago. But now we're using the M6, and you know what? It's brilliant. It really, really is brilliant. So we've got our 3.5mm small attachment where we can plug our microphone in there. We can pop our screen up, and this camera is, and that's it, look, we're off and we're away. Stability is whatever's in the camera. With the M6 you've got a digital stabilization, which is not brilliant, but it's okay. But the lens, the 11-22 is which you want to be really using for vlogging. The native Canon M20 11-22, which is roughly around 24mm, something like that, 22 on the APS-C sensor. And you know what? It's brilliant. And like we're saying, the lens has got IS in it anyway, so it's when you obviously go like that. But keeping it as steady as you can, it's no problem. And that is where I am today. So we've gone back to onboard audio using the EduTeach plugged in to the side, and it goes there. Plug it in there because again it's directional microphone, so for best results it needs to be facing the subject, which is you as a vlogger. And that is roughly where I am today with. I've got this little GoPro Sessions, which is a brilliant little bit of kit, and 90% of my Iceland trip was videoed on this. You know, you just push it up against the window on the bus and you get your B-reel. You can just lay it down on the ground like that, point it up. There, look. And you've got that. You're doing product stuff. Put it on the smaller tripod here, look, on this, on the Gorilla Pod. Lean it down. So it'd probably be something like that. And this little Sessions is brilliant. For things like that, the audio is perfect. So I do not need anything else, just this. So for me, Canon M6 on the Manfrotto tripod with the EduTeach microphone and the GoPro Sessions. And you know what? That's your B-reel. That's your A-reel. And that photo pips is my story about the equipment I use for doing my YouTube vlogs. Quick thing about the Flickr thing, if you're looking to find me, head up to your Flickr search engine in your Flickr page, change it to people and just type in cpp.com to come up. The first one's mine. Give us a follow, make sure you leave me a comment telling me that you follow me either on the Facebook page or the YouTube, and I'll follow you back. Okay guys, that's it. Don't forget, get out and shoot. You know you want to. Cheers, see you soon.